knocked out, but I can walk back to the sideline.
But that's an old school mentality, man. People don't think like that anymore.
Would you rather have a broken leg or a head or a concussion? I would rather have I'd rather have a concussion than a broken leg.
Yeah, most people would. Most people would, but
I dislocated my right ankle, shattered my my football injury my junior year of high school really is so bad that I'm still finding out more and more shit that's wrong with my foot, which is insane. Like, aside from the nerve damage and other shit. But like, when you break a foot,
that's like having like a fucking. And
my playing career was a shit.
That's like
so
having
imagine a
but what I'm saying is that's like having a crack in your foundation. You know it's there for like 7 different years, and you build like 3 new houses on it and do all this other shit on it, and then you're like, well, it's the crack in the foundation.
Nah,
there's a lot of shit that happened between now and then, bro. You walk hundreds of miles.
I've walked more than Jesus.
You've walked a lot of shit, and you eat bad. Like, there's a lot of shit more than just that one football injury.
I'm not talking about. Yeah, I've also worked a shit ton of jobs.
Yeah,
a lot of manual labor.
There's a lot to that more than just.
But I'm saying no. Just in the
football
terms of
was football was the start. Football was the sprout.
Okay,
but you got olive branches going everywhere else.
Yeah, I know. There's weeds all over. Yeah, I haven't used any Roundup in forever. I don't plan on using any Roundup. But anyway, I'm saying, like, imagine injuries that we got in high school, right? Minor ass injuries. I remember, like, one time we was like messing around doing like a line.
I still have dent in my shins from doing box jumps when I was fat, a freshman.
Oh, I saw somebody skin their leg to the white meat. Oh. That shit's still stuck.
But even that, like from the time I played my first year, we had these big ass fucking thick ass wood plyometric boxes that would just fuck you up every time you hit it.
Oh, we had the metal
ones.
And
then by the end, we had like the nice metal ones that you kick and they kind of like fall over like a hurdle.
The space age ones?
Yeah.
Don't fuck it. And they bounce a little bit. We had the ones that almost bounce.
But those still fucking hurt. It still hurt.
I would, man.
It's still metal.
Yeah, because once you hit that ting, you feel that shit in your bones. Now, imagine a dude who broke his foot in college, had to get screws in it, had a torn labrum, played through a fucking lacerated groin, or you're Trent Williams and you played with, I don't know, fucking cancer because the Redskins didn't tell you had a tumor. Imagine doing that at an elite level, bro.
How much? I mean, towards the end of his career, like, Ed Reed was low-key a game-time decision every week, but it was only because, like, he probably played through
his body was shit
most of his life.
The Miami game. Don't ask me how I'm feeling. I'm hurt, dog. Fuck. Shoulder hanging off his body. All types of shit. Like, people don't realize some of the fiercest hitters put their bodies through shit that they're probably screaming in pain on the inside every day they wake up.
And this is a tangent, but I think that's also why a lot of these players don't want to get directly into coaching, or a lot of them aren't ascending in coaching because it's just
they would tell you
it's a totally different culture.
You probably shouldn't do this.
It's a different culture.
You probably should have paid attention in college and majored in something else because this football shit ain't for you. That's what some of them might say. Shout out to Brinson Buckner.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Willie Anderson
he
said
too. That, and everyone got upset, but it was true. Like,
Willie Anderson.
It's not anything new.
Like, people said, "Oh, I knew in high school." I was like, "I'm not."
Now everyone wants
to be 6'5", so I'm not making college football.
Now everyone wants a fucking college football coach to just fucking clap it up and be a fucking cheerleader and play around with some X's and O's on Tuesday or Wednesday. Nobody wants a coach who's actually going to get in your ass and actually make you better.
That's one of the few times
they just want a manager,
someone to like make their kid feel good. That's why I'm like, man, get off Marshawn Lynch's head. Maybe your kid needed to be yelled at and called a little bitch, because maybe your kid's a little bitch, and maybe if he'll respond in a way to not acting like a little bitch, that he'll prove that he's not a little bitch. Like, I had coaches cuss at me before. I didn't take it offensive. It lit a fire to my ass because it's like, all right, you ain't gonna be cussing at me all practice. I'm about to light one of these motherfuckers. At some point,
I really just stopped impacting me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying when you're young though. When you're young,
even
it's
then,
like okay, but after a while, it's like, all right, bro, why are you still talking?
By like the third week, it's like The cursing is just like...
But you're mimicking the coach. You're making fun of him.
Yeah.
Like, we had one coach, he used to yell at us for being fat. Shout out to Coach Guilfoyle, wherever he is. Dope dude. Was a coach at Lawndale for a little bit. But he's like fat. He has like the Hank Hill effect where he has no ass and just a huge stomach. And it's weird. He used to talk about us like being fat and losing weight, but when he was younger, he was super skinny. But like when you hear coaches who are fat telling you to like get in shape, but it's like, but you're a grown ass man. But then you realize like, oh, they're actually trying to make me better. A lot of kids want to be pampered too. But anyway, that's all I had to say.
All right, last but not least, we got touchdown or turnover. And
he
forgot to play the last one.
It's all good.
All right, man. Jay Gruden officially fired from the Washington Redskins. 0-5. Is that a touchdown or is that a turnover?
Wait a minute. Cut that shit off. I told y'all, I said this years ago, why would I trust an Arena League football coach to be successful in the NFL? That's all he was known for, was being an Arena League football coach.
No, he had that one good year with the Bengals.
Who remembers that?
Bengals fans, since that was the last time they were good. That was literally the last time they were good.
Who remembers
5 years ago.
Was he the Bengals head coach?
No, he was the offensive coordinator.
So what the fuck does that even mean? Okay, then. Remember when Hugh Jackson was offensive coordinator? That looked promising, didn't it? Shit, wrong one. But yeah, it's about time he got fired, and the fact that he didn't even want Dwayne Haskins, it's like the same history repeating itself.
Should have been 2 years ago.
Get a black QB. Oh, the coach don't really want him.
Which is weird, though, because the Redskins have drafted like 46% of black QBs.
And they have, like, Haskins is talented. You can't tell me he threw 50 touchdown passes at Ohio State and he can't be a pro quarterback. Like, now everybody wants to say, oh, he's not like Drew Brees. He's not like such and such.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's a touchdown, too, but I'm actually going to say it's a turnover just because he's probably going to end up being a Raiders coach somehow. So,
oh, the Raiders offensive coordinator? I'm going
Yeah.
to throw up in my mouth.
On that note,
it's gross.
there was some rumors circulating that I read about everyone's favorite Messiah,
Tim Tebow?
Urban Meyer, inserted as a potential head coaching candidate for the Washington Redskins.
Oh, my God.
Would that be a touchdown or would that be a turnover if they did hire Urban Meyer?
All of it's a turnover. What happened to the last former Florida head coach who became the Washington Redskins head coach? Steve Spurrier.
Oh,
did I go there?
I think Urban Meyer actually has more college wins than Steve Spurrier when he went to the Redskins.
Steve Spurrier went to Florida, won a Heisman at Florida, then came back to coach at Florida and won a national title at Florida. He's like literally on that HBO series where they did Florida. They're doing Penn State this week.
He just kept showing up.
Yeah, he kept showing up in Florida's office.
He just kept showing up.
It was like, we're playing Towson. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? But anyway, sorry for the language, Mom. She's so ashamed or embarrassed. She's like, my son.
Nah, nobody looks at this, so we're all good.
It's true. Like 3 people listen. It's okay. We're fine.
All right. I'm going to say it's a touchdown only because Urban Meyer has always been really championed Dwayne Haskins.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He's always talked really high about him.
You're serious? Oh, shit.
So I think if anyone can help Haskins put it together, especially with this whole spread, air raid revolution going on in the league, I think it could be Urban Meyer, and why not?
So
Washington light shit shows.
So the Redskins are going to lead the league in domestic violence and murder cases.
I was low hanging fruit.
Out of the back of somebody's trunk.
Okay, but you're gonna take Urban Meyer at you.
Yes,
so
I would take Urban Meyer at USC right now.
You are
anyone but Clay Helton.
You are so hypocritical.
Wait, we're doing touchdown or turnover, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you. So some person who's handling USC affairs, I forget on what podcast, but they came out and said it's going to be official. Reggie Bush's disassociation from USC, it will end in 2020. Is that a touchdown or a turnover?
Why would it be a turnover?
I'm asking you.
It's a touchdown. I mean,
it's up to USC after that point if they want to bring him back. They should do it on 5-5. That's what people are saying. But I'm just saying, is that a touchdown or turnover once the NCAA ends that dissociation?
I think it's a touchdown, assuming that Reggie Bush isn't going to harp over the fact that they've been essentially making him the bad guy for better part of a decade. And so, assuming he wants to be welcomed back, I think it's a touchdown because
I think regardless
of whatever rewards and wins you take away, we all saw those games. We all know what Reggie Bush did. We all know he's one of the greatest collegiate players ever, period.
And if he was in this time period, I would say he'd probably be an all-pro running back.
Again. I'm done with this argument.
Okay, so you're telling me
dumbass argument so many times.
He has the same skill set as Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yes. He has the same skill set
you
as Christian McCaffrey.
You almost baited me.
He does.
You almost baited me.
You don't like Christian McCaffrey?
I want to move. Let's just change the subject.
Keith, Pete don't like Christian McCaffrey.
No, I was going to say Reggie Bush is better than Christian McCaffrey, but then I was going to walk that back.
Because he has 4.3 speed and elite agility and can play receiver and running back.
I was going to walk that back.
And had to deal with a dinosaur offense.
I don't know, man.
They used him as like a gadget player. Like, had Reggie Bush come up in this NFL, oh my God. It's over, bro. It's over.
I don't think so.
He might have hit Devin Hester's return record. Shit.
I don't think so. Honestly. I really don't think so.
You telling me Alvin Kamara was a better prospect than Reggie Bush?
He's like Reggie Bush is just. It's like we're talking about with scheme fit. It's like Reggie Bush is just such a unique player and talent. It's like it's hard. Like
you don't think Sean McVay or no Sean?
Yes, on paper, if you put down all Reggie's
skill set
is better than Alvin Kamara, but Alvin Kamara runs differently than Reggie Bush.
Reggie ran hard too.
McCaffrey runs different.
He's a glider.
Than Reggie Bush. Like
it's similar. I would
say maybe, but Saquon's not as big as him, so it's like
Saquon's a freak of fucking nature.
That's what I'm saying.
He's AP,
but that's what I'm saying. So like maybe you could put him compare him to Saquon, but
I have to compare him to lighter running
Saquon
backs.
isn't as big as him. Isn't as tall as him.
Saquon is literally like a different version of Adrian Peterson. Like they're brothers somewhere.
Nah, they're different though. They run different.
What?
They run different.
They were freaks of nature from the moment they touched the football field.
They are, but they run different.
Reggie,
they have a different playing style.
Just blew by people. Christian McCaffrey blew by people in college.
Nah, Christian McCaffrey, he blew by people, but he ain't
got Reggie's speed.
He doesn't have Reggie's speed. He doesn't have Reggie's quickness, agility,
or explosion.
It's pretty close.
But
what makes McCaffrey good is a lot like Marshall Faulk in that he knows how to take hits, he knows how to deliver contact, deliver contact and avoid contact, which is something I don't think Reggie Bush ever mastered.
He didn't have that early
because if he would have mastered, he probably would have prolonged his career. But it's also because he ran really high and with really long strides. So that's why I'm saying it's hard to really compare Reggie Bush to anybody else because he ran hard. He ran so differently than anybody else we ever seen. He's essentially
they compared him to Gale Sayers in terms of running style. But even then.
And how long did Gale Sanders last?
Like 6 years. But I'm saying, if you look at the evolution of Sean Payton's offense, he realized if I had a Reggie Bush, this is what I would do with them. And that's Alvin Kamara.
If Reggie Bush would have been converted to like 70% receiver, like actually lining up outside, then he probably would have been one of the best ever.
I think he would have been an all-pro running back.
Like he'd be Odell.
Nah, I don't think he'd be Odell. Odell's a freak of nature too.
So was Reggie Bush.
No, but Odell was like a freak of nature as a receiver. Reggie was a freak of nature at running back.
But what made him a freak of nature at running back is that he ran